Have you ever felt a little rush when your post gets a new like? Or maybe a slight dip in your mood when a story gets fewer views than you expected? If so, you're not alone. You're experiencing the powerful and often hidden force of social validation. In our hyper-connected world, every like, share, and comment taps into a deep, ancient part of our brains. But what happens when this natural human need gets amplified by algorithms designed to keep us hooked? Let's dive into the hidden psychology that's quietly shaping our lives. Our desire for approval isn't a modern invention. It's wired into our DNA, for our ancestors, being part of a group meant survival. Social acceptance signaled safety, access to resources, and a better chance to find a partner. Today, that survival mechanism is still active. Neuroscientists have found that when we receive positive feedback, our brain's reward center, the ventral striatum, lights up. This is the same area that responds to things like delicious food or winning money. Essentially, our brain treats a like as a real reward. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Social media platforms are masterfully engineered to exploit this very mechanism. They deliver these rewards in small, frequent, and unpredictable doses. A sudden burst of notifications, a post going viral. These are micro-dopamine hits that create a powerful feedback loop. Before we know it, we're caught in a cycle: post, check, scroll, repeat. We start craving that external validation, and our behavior becomes less about genuine expression and more about getting that next hit of approval. It's a pattern that closely resembles behavioral addiction. This leads to what psychologists call contingent self-worth. This is when our sense of value becomes dependent on what other people think, rather than what we know to be true about ourselves. Our self-esteem starts to rise and fall with the number of likes we get. We begin curating our lives, posting only the highlights, and presenting a version of ourselves designed to get the most positive feedback. We start performing our lives for an audience instead of truly living them for ourselves. It's an exhausting act to maintain. The consequences are real and measurable. Studies, like one from the University of Pennsylvania, have linked heavy social media use with increased anxiety, depression, and feelings of inadequacy. We find ourselves constantly comparing our real, messy lives to the perfectly polished highlight reels of others. This constant comparison makes it nearly impossible to feel good enough. Even a small drop in engagement on a post can trigger stress, showing just how unstable this external validation is as a foundation for our happiness. But here's the good news: social validation isn't inherently evil. It can be a powerful motivator for learning and connecting with others. The key is balance. We need to shift the source of our self-worth from the outside world to our inner world. This is about cultivating intrinsic validation, the ability to see and appreciate our own effort and progress, regardless of what anyone else says. Practices like mindfulness, journaling about your goals, or even just taking a moment to acknowledge your own hard work can help strengthen this internal compass. Another powerful strategy is what I call digital intentionality. This means using social media on your own terms. Turn off those constant notifications, unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Set specific times for scrolling, so you're in control, not the algorithm. By understanding how these platforms are designed to influence you, you can consciously choose how you want to engage, shifting from a mindless reaction to a mindful interaction. The goal isn't to disconnect entirely, but to connect with purpose. Ultimately, breaking free from the validation trap is about reclaiming your autonomy. When your self-worth comes from within, you are no longer a puppet to public opinion. Your actions are guided by your own values and purpose, not by the pursuit of likes. True influence doesn't come from a follower count. It comes from having mastery over your own mind. The digital world will only get louder, so let's learn to be its conscious navigators, not its passive subjects. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd be grateful if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content on psychology and self-improvement. See you in the next one.